Starting off with dense fog, less than a mile visibility in Springfield, Branson, West Plains, up towards Rolla. About a mile visibility in Camdenton, about 2 in Fort Leonard Wood. We've got a dense fog advisory until 9 a.m. for almost all of our counties in Missouri and into north central Arkansas as well through the rest of today. Temperatures will warm up into the upper 70s and lower 80s. We'll keep the fog through about mid-morning, and then we'll have a mix of sun and clouds, a humid and muggy afternoon with isolated afternoon showers, mainly in our eastern counties. You can notice that here on our Futurecast. Then we'll keep the lingering showers in our eastern counties through about this evening. Then things will start to dry out, but look what happens after about midnight. We'll have a line of showers and storms move through. Could bring some damaging wind gusts with it, and then we'll have another round of showers and storms through the afternoon hours. So today we do have those isolated shower chances, but no severe weather expected. Increasing showers tomorrow morning with damaging winds possible and again into the afternoon. And if they form into a line, damaging winds will be that primary threat. We dry out Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's going to be hot and humid with temperatures in the 90s, just in time for the first day of summer.
All right, thank you, Beth. The girlfriend getaway continues this morning. Day 2, just getting started. We already learned about trout. We already learned about the Salem courthouse. Ladies got to get back out on the road again. I see 5 of you and a special guest laying down a little low on Joy's lap right there. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, Joe, can you see that? That's Chico.
Chico, how's it going this morning?
I think he's having a pretty good time. You having a good day, buddy?
He was so good yesterday. He was with us all day. How has he been in the RV, Joy?
He's been fine in the RV, as long as he's not driving you girls crazy.
No,
or driving, period.
Or driving. And that could happen before the end of the week. He might have to drive us. No, it's been great.
Yeah,
so far so good.
Especially for a boy, he's very well behaved.
The only boy allowed. How's everybody feeling this morning? You tired, Cammy?
I think we're all tired, but I think adrenaline's gonna keep us going.
Oh yeah, lots of it. We've got a long list of things going on today.
Kaylee, what are you excited for?
The Little House on the Prairie.
Little House on the Prairie, yeah, that's right. Joe, you asked about coffee, or about breakfast. We're running on coffee. I grabbed some honey and jelly from the hotel. Lisa says
I have a banana.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We'll make something work. Yeah.
Honey and jelly, that's the best we've got?
Peanut butter on the banana is the best.
Okay.
If someone had a blender, you could just make it into a smoothie.
That's true. I think I forgot my blender, though, so
There's a cafe across the street.
That's
we could go over there.
Joy.
Tell them to blend our own stuff.
Joy's like, we can do better. Yeah. All right, we'll check in with you guys at midday. So we'll see you at 11 o'clock. We got a few stops between here and there, but we know you got to get back to the show.
Yeah.
So
See you guys from the road.
see you later.
Sounds great. We'll check in with you guys throughout the day. We move on now here on Daybreak in 10 to a follow-up for you. Through last night's City Council meeting, the former CVS store on Glenstone and Sunshine, up for historic site designation, has been denied. It was built in 1961. It has been a drugstore of some sort for decades. People who live in the area say they're worried that the building would be demolished, and they don't want that to happen.
We're really kind of concerned because we think this is a really, truly unique structure. Built in 1961, it was part of that post-war boom in Springfield, and we had this enormous growth in Springfield at that time.
Also up for debate, a bill to increase the age limit of buying tobacco products to 21 instead of 18. The health department says the goal is to reduce the chances of young people becoming addicted. A local smoke shop says that this won't stop people from getting those tobacco products, though.
Because the reason why minors, people under 18, have access to nicotine e-liquids and devices like Juul is because they know somebody over the age of 18, just like everybody knows somebody over the age of 21. And when I was 18 and I wanted beer, I had a friend who was over 21 and he'd get me some beer.
That was Sean Fannin. He says he believes a better way to stop underage kids from getting those products is increasing punishments if caught. Council is going to vote on this on July 1st. A few other issues discussed last night. A bill to rezone land in northwest Springfield has failed. It would have allowed Eden Village to build more tiny homes for the homeless on West Division. A short-term lending bill was also tabled. Council members want more time to talk regulations like adding fees to payday loan companies. Council did pass a resolution to work with community partners on solutions to predatory practices of short-term lending. Finally, $3.7 million was approved to promote tourism and sporting events to Springfield. The number of inmates in the Greene County Jail is at a record high right now. There are currently 938 inmates, according to a tweet from the sheriff's office. 867 are there for a felony. 66 are facing misdemeanor charges. The jail capacity, though, is 709, so more than 200 others are being housed in another county. There are 10 different counties helping with the overflow of prisoners. Springfield is looking for your input on a new plan to get the city back on track with ADA accessible sidewalks and curb ramps. From now until the end of August, you can submit comments online about areas that cause issues for those with disabilities. As of now, about 70% of curb ramps need to be fixed. 60% of sidewalks are not in good condition, and also around 40% of traffic signals have audio features already installed or planned. In your political coverage, workforce development is still a continuing topic of discussion around the country. Hannah Zettel, though, joins us with the way it's being addressed in Arkansas.
U.S. Secretary of Labor Alexander Acosta joined Lieutenant Governor Tim Griffin yesterday for a discussion about opportunities and challenges facing the workforce. They also toured North Little Rock High School's Center for Excellence.
The students here are outstanding. One of the great things that we're seeing here is a focus on skills, on teaching real skills that lead to real jobs.
What's really encouraging to me is he is laser focused on what helps Arkansans get trained for jobs.
The North Little Rock High School Center of Excellence gives students skills they can use in the workforce immediately after graduation. They offer courses related to medical professions, manufacturing, engineering, and computer science.
All right. Thank you very much, Hannah. Beth, what an hour we had, right?
It's been busy.
We went from the ladies dead asleep in the RV. We woke them up.
Yep.
And then taught us some stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And they're just like us now, running on the caffeine.
Yep, we're moving on adrenaline.
I know, that's what I'm saying. And you've had a lot to watch. I mean, we hope to dry out. It's going to be busy later on this week, though.
Yeah, so today we do have, again, we've got dense fog through about mid-morning. Isolated shower maybe today in our eastern counties, but not a whole lot going on with those. And then tonight we'll have a round of showers and storms come in for scattered showers through the day tomorrow. Could bring some severe weather, something that, of course, Jamie and I will continue to keep an eye on. And then check out the first day of summer forecast, Joe.
You bumped it up. 92.
I did. I bumped it up to 92.
Wow.
Hot, humid, sticky summer.
Classic Missouri summer, especially for the first day. No problem. Anyway, watch out if you're heading on out today. It is a little bit foggy out there as we look over Branson. Thank you for starting your day with us here on Daybreak. We'll see you back here soon.